There are lots of things in
wintertime on Sodor that Thomas really likes. The decorations, the Christmas carols playing at every station, and the holly jolly winter break vans. But there are some things about winter that Thomas doesn't like, especially snow. Thomas really doesn't like snow because he's always out in it. See, he's the only engine with a snowplow, so he always has to clear the lines for everyone. Toby and Mavis sometimes use their cow catchers to help him, but today they were both sick, so Thomas had to clear all the lines on his own. This made him very, very surly. So, soon, he reached an intersection. Percy was there. "Hello, Thomas," said Percy. "How are you doing this morning?" "I'm doing fine. Get out of my sight, Percy. I'm really mad." "No need to be rude," said Percy, and he puffed away. Said Thomas, and he puffed away. Then he began to think, well, maybe I shouldn't have been that rude to Percy. He is, after all, my very good friend. So he started out to look for Percy so he could apologize. He looked everywhere, and I'm not kidding when I say everywhere. By the docks, by the cargo station, and he was just looking by the water tower when Oliver came around the bend. And on board was Sir Topham Hatt. "Thomas," he said, "there's been an emergency. A truck carrying hot cocoa to the children's performance of Christmas carols at the town hall crashed. It slipped on the icy roads. So I need a new load of hot cocoa to be delivered to the town hall, quickly. You must fetch the milk from the dairy, the chocolate from the chocolate factory, and take it all to the bakery, where they'll make it into hot chocolate using their oven. Then you must collect a hot cocoa tanker and pick it up, then deliver it to the town hall." "Yes, sir," said Thomas, and he hurried away. "I like hot cocoa," he said. "Well, my driver and fireman do. I like hot coal, but then my coal's always hot." Soon he arrived at the junction. He collected milk from the dairy and chocolate from the chocolate factory, just as Topham Hatt had instructed. Then he pushed the train over to the bakery. He shunted the cars onto a siding, then left. He needed to find the hot cocoa tanker. Soon he found it sitting on a siding, coupled to one of the holiday brake vans. He buffered up to it and hurried away, back to the bakery. By this time, they had heated all of the cocoa and were ready to pour it into the hot cocoa tanker. After a long while, they had, and Thomas puffed back to the junction. Then he set off down the line. And the last thing he was expecting to see was Percy, but there he was, with old Slowcoach coupled behind him. He had broken down. Thomas could see this, and he knew Percy had to get the children to the town hall. "I'm coming, Percy," he said. He chuffed up the hill and hit Percy. Percy was very surprised when he started moving. Soon Thomas and Percy were chuffing along through the countryside. And it wasn't long before Thomas and Percy arrived at the town hall. Thomas pulled into a siding. The hot cocoa was delivered, and so were the children, and soon they were all set up. There were 3 sixth graders in the back, and 4 fifth graders in the front, with their leader conducting. Then Spencer arrived, holding the Duke and Duchess of Boxford. They had come to see the production. They liked Christmas carols. Thomas spoke to Percy. "You know, Percy," said Thomas, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I was very cross with you. It was... Oh, never mind," said Percy. At least we're friends again. Now let's watch the show." And they did.